Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about one more interview question today. So here the question is how to redirect output to standard output and as well as to a file in the Linux. So when it comes to the output redirection, so in the Linux, the output of a command usually goes to the terminal. So which is called simply we can say the standard output. Now, so this standard output, so whenever if you want to redirect, so we are going to use greater than and we will be using double greater than symbol. So this is used to overwrite the file and the double greater than it is used to append the file. So now let's take a simple example to understand how we are going to overwrite. Let's say, for example, I want to overwrite one content to some content to the output.txt file. Then what we will do, we are going to use a command called echo command. So use echo and just specify the content in the double quotes which you want to overwrite to the file and just specify the symbol called greater than. Let's say, for example, I want to overwrite hello world to the output.txt. So use the command echo. Echo, it is used to print content on the screen, usually in the shell script. Okay. And now when it comes to the second example, let's say now I want to display the output on the screen and I want to also save to a file. I want to save content to the file. Then in that case, we are going to use one more command called T command in the Linux. The simple example, let's say, so use a command called echo and just specify the content. So which you want to save it to a file and use the pipe symbol. And now we are going to use the command called T and just specify the text file name called output.txt so that it will print content on the screen and that will be saved to the output.txt file. Okay. Now let's take a simple practical example. So first of all, what I'll do, I'll use a command called echo and coming to the content, let's take a hello world. And this content I want to overwrite to the file. So just specify the file name here. So use greater than and the file name is, let's say, output.txt and click enter. Now here you can see the content is successfully overwritten to the output.txt. If you want to read the content, you can read it. So cat output.txt. And here you can see we have a content. Now I want to display content on the screen and I want to save it to a file. Then further, we are going to use one more command called, now let's say, use the same command echo and the content, let's take welcome to Java Home Cloud. Okay, just specify whatever the content, you want to print it on the screen and you want to save it to your file and use a pipe symbol. Now use a command called T command and just specify the text file name. So that is output.txt and click enter. Now here you can see it is printing content on the screen and the content is saved into the output.txt. If you want to check, you can check here. Use the command cat to read the content of a file. Now here you can see we have a content. Welcome to Java Home Cloud. Now the third step is, so I want to append instead of override. Then there we are going to use -a as a flag symbol. So use a command now echo. So content, you can keep anything. Let's say, for example, I am appending the particular line or this line and use a command called, pipe symbol and T-a flag. And let's say I want to keep it in the, output.txt. Now click enter. Now here you can see, so we are appending this line. Okay. Now read the content of the file. So that is cat output.txt. Now here you can see we have the previous content and we have, the appending content also. Okay. And so coming to one real-time example, so where we will be using the T command is, so let's say whenever if you want, the output of a script or a command, so we will be using, a T command. So let's say, imagine, so you want to update your system and you want to save all the output file or the log information for future review. Then we will be using a command called sudo yum update okay, and the pipe symbol. So this output will be saved into the update.log file and click enter. So it is asking yes or no here. Just type Y and click on continue. So now it is downloading all the packages and all the package information will be so saved into the update.log file. So if you want, you can review it. So use the command again cat update.log and click enter. So now here you can see in the update.log file. So we are seeing all the upgraded packages, everything, you can check it here, all the installed packages also. Okay, so this is how, so we'll be using output redirection in the real time. Okay, so if this video is helpful, so just give it a like and subscribe for more Linux tips and as well as DevOps Linux interview questions, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.